memorandum by Thomas Nyako Ampim. Mr. Speaker, the second thing I want to speak about is the utilization of funds or the use of proceeds. I have in my hands here the parliamentary memorandum by Thomas Nyako Ampim, MP, Deputy Minister for Finance, on the proposed 360 million facility. Mr. Speaker, I would invite the House to look at page 11. Mr. Speaker, they told Cabinet that the full amount of the $360 million from the DPO2 will be used to finance part of this 13 billion payment to contractors. It wasn't going to be used for goods and services. Now let me show you your own report that you have brought to this chamber. I'll take you to page 8 of this report. Mr. Speaker, now that they got cabinet approval, when they came to Parliament, they now say that they are going to use the money to improve private investment and foreign direct investment, to minimize fiscal burden caused by losses in the power sector. Mr. Speaker, you recall that when they introduced the 8% levy on fuel, they told us that power sector issues, they needed that money for it. When they came to Parliament asking us to amend the Energy Sector Levies Act before Parliament rose the last time, they told us power issues. They went to Cabinet and told Cabinet that they are going to use this money 100% to pay contractors. Now you are telling us that you are going to use it for power sector issues. When you went to Cabinet, you told Cabinet that you are using this money essentially to pay contractors. Yes, we understand that there are contractors in the energy sector, contractors in various sectors. But if you now come to add to it issues of safety net for social safety net, gender equity, extreme poverty reduction, you are deviating from the original purpose for which this 900 million facility was negotiated.
Yes. Hello. Emomi bia kwaba. Edimu nyina eba platform kesiye weso. RAZ Media GH on YouTube. And Kennedy Japo Jr. on Facebook. Abusian for Mr. Moa. Me ye Juma, me gusua me toto pass me page ni dino. Me to me assistant because yeah. But unfortunately, me yeah into me ko. I have to contact maybe Facebook so that they can solve this problem for me. In any case, me mamunyi na kwaba. Miria Evans Jaben, me kwaba ye posi good even. RAZ Media good even. Still it is possible. Of course, it is possible. Abusianfo amaba nyina me cheche mu nyina da mu nyina se ene dom se ma yen ten se na mo ne me ebedi juma we na me wa de sere de ba kon e de ma se de be ya ene show no enkoka yenkwa yensem ana se enkoye yenkwa ye de no na yebetumi spread the message no across no mesle wa se bo modern na push video we ema wodofo bi wadamfo bi na ono nso mra meka ye ho eyemfa dwumade we enhyehyɛ so mesle wa se bo modern na fa nsa ewa adoma no so na ma video we enko anim fa nsa wo subscription button no so se wunya subscribe ye wo Facebook wo YouTube Sanso na Facebook follow me so ameso se follow me na beka abusuankuo kese no ho se de be ya brebia ya ba life a ba bia wo bia no obenya sabio ya kan say nkaibo se maba na won so no aba beka ye ho na edi dwumadie no ahyehye so na ye fe na ye de na so ani na bre no duru na ye beautiful lives no so tumu a won so no watumi anya kwanya aba abesos abef afrimu abeche wadwen e de akere adasamai me ma akwa aba biem e de oba RAZ Media so ene Kennedy Japan Jr. Facebook on Kennedy Japan Jr. on Facebook me de enchia emamiwia Alex Asare osi oheye from Stockholm e was Sweden. You're welcome. And Amiwia Francis waka so ababeka yensa Medamu nyina ase semaba sa otimi etwere comment a ebema yahu se woni ye na wo ha na yetimi achia kama edi nidie de efe na ese ede ama Abusianfo, ene we are going to talk about one thing. Now, the NTN mabetra kesepa aye the issue concerning sa 24-hour economy na enra Mahama ekopa ho ntoma no. Ya be kasa afa ho pa. Na ye no enik se bia ye me ntimi me ngina ba bia anka se me pese Mahama mferi na ampipi mra konwa mo dabi. That is not my thought because say Mahama failure Ghana for ho be kire wo. But ye nim papa no dada enti ye nim se ni suban no say na tie. Ye nim se ono no o promise onni ne boshe so. Enti a ya sha ase a ye kire mo ye pese ye kire enema bia ni so na sabi wo a woni nkai ye wo asem bi si ya wan kai wo asem bi si ya wante na mom enama no so ama wo refiri no yetumi akai wo yie na odi ehuman we ni su ene ne ban because na ye me ya se enkrofo bi bose ebodede amanfo congratulate John Dariga Dramani Mahama se wa launch 24-hour economy ntino he is fulfilling his promise. And this akura yeni papa ni ye pa nene. I'm coming to expose him to you. Promises ahodwa 2013, 2012. Or the promises Ghana for sabio na wie ye no ekosi say na ye just an empty promise. Fake promise. The onim so ntumi nye papa we tumi kata nani eka ho asem. Papa we tumi kogina domanim edi ntro. Papa we etimi kata nani ono ankasa eko kan di onim so ntumi ye e kan di kire oman Ghana for because onim say Ghana for there ono an kan asem say we have something a sickness your friend a short memory association enti there o kan asem ene na o kina obe kan asem foforo kura na papa na dwene say there ye nkai enti no de opa bia no ba bi ogina bia no asem bi ope bia no na wa ba begina na wa ka kire Ghana for na wa yi nani because onim say yen kai mpo ana say ye were free the dabi oyeye ana say the dabi okan ya want to me ani so but ye pese yen push direct the ma papa ne hu say enye Ghana for nyina na ye part of that short memory association ye mu binom ye keep records ye mu binom ye hu bibia ye ni eyeden emmopre ye hwe enkopim na wie ye said ye be ya eba se ye ka ho asem a ye nso no ye betumi aka ho asem bi. So that is why we are here today to expose this man concerning entro papa we ye twa ne da bi a ene still why na adwene say onya atro no die obegu so na wadi ntro e de akyere ye ye ntra se e ma say entro no enkoso e wo yanim eninti ene yaba etimeso se bomodre na share video no comment nso na yehu na ye nchiaw bomodre na push video we na enkoto odofo na fre odofo se omra na omeka abusuankuwe ho na yemfa dwumadie yi emra sede ese na yentoto adwene emfa ho abusuanfo. This is something that we cannot forget. Me wo asem we eka ede kire wana wo hwem wo ha nyina. Wana wo hwem sesie nyina. Adwuma we na ayeye no. Ye mu binom enye yafu na yede nam. Enti ye nkonkogi sika mfiri politician bi ho. Ede abetrase akasa na mom no ye kan de enim se beboa ye man oman Ghana ene ho edawuro ena yebo enti se wonso ne me ya adwene se wo pese wo mo oman Ghana ho dawuro na enkoyi a oba channel no so a de obetumi ne aye aboa wunwe kuma ana wunwe panyini ana asabio utipan te se me ene se obe like video na amame ana se obe share anampo no se won subscribe nso obe subscribe na obe kai se wodo wonsa besi adoma no so na ama wanya nkaibo biribi ameba life ehun behia pa se obe ye saade we Sanso na bia wo pese won support me wo kwan bi so na sabio bosome so na me light bill na bia sabio me internet bill ba matumi amanage na obetumi akwakoye video na so bo se ya twere ba bi join onyuma sa join no so a obetumi aba beka abusuako na omo support RAZ Media no I mean Evans and Kama Kofi one of them our no bosome bia or mommy I think say yeah well subscribe by choice no you can choose $1.99 $2 $3 amount to be our president bosome be on fan support RAZ Media no so pushi video na se ba bia ya twere join na edo beko processing ama wa subscribe say bosome bia ubetumi a support RAZ Media either with $1, either with $2, either with $3, any amount that you want. There is no limit in the offering. Now, en kaiboa me de ema ono. Say oh video no so pese wo mo RAZ Media so a also no super chat ho no. Also to me decide say be pese wo mo RAZ Media with any amount with the super chat ho. Obetimi a choose na wa donate to RAZ Media platform we. Say de be ya yenyuma na ye no so benya asene so bi ama yenyuma akona nimu ye na bibia akoso kama enkabo we na medi jaw na sesei ye ba bedin komo afa the topic of the day ho ai ye bedin komo pa etuma memfa enchia kese ma menwia ba akua nyako maame me akwa ba ye pa menwia ba Vivian Kuma wonso me chia ye pa menwia Sapon Kofi from Ivory Coast me chia ye pa osi good evening Mr. Mafo, God bless you. God bless you too. Charles Osebrefo, I also good job. Keep it on. My brother, you're welcome. Sansuna Yemia Awuwad Alhassan, Michelle Yepa, Mia Emmanuel Kofi, also Michelle, and I said, Ame Grepto, also Michelle Yepa. Mamunina Kwaba, Ediba, and the show is so. And then, Messi, we are going to talk about the 24-hour economy, no? Say, and tro, and nada, a boss remuka, Yahubi paying. Mahama be promise Ghana for say years ago say or be create country bia or a krobi or si kroni ye frene Hope City. Now $10 billion project ekosi saying ye be kasafa ho but answer na ebe ko yanim no ma benchire oniema Mahama baaye ahokyera Mahama baaye odi ababegu sabio Ghana for so na fa bi two team gigim yenko hwade wei ana Mahama baaye ode abegu Ghana for so ebia na mama obi o na ma ne team aye ne de and I'm saying NDC for porutu omo ahase dendende pa omo porutu the media space no with fake news because anyama we no they don't want it to come out nti omo ahase a omo ye de ombetumi aye bia said de be ya anyama we ma bonten nti sansem we no they don't talk about them. They are trying to keep them far from the citizens. But here also there, the way you know bebremo na monstro my aware of what is going on. Mahama ba you know taxes are or the abragana for miwia uskani kwajo kwa chebe mo akwa abaposkani I want to say when say yanko parado mo hoya Mahama ba Ghana ebedi Ghana mine so since 2025 January 7th no and yema papa we e de abegu yen so how a de abra yen emu bi na mabone to fine na me no ba beche ewia na my expose no on the 24-hour economy in Toronto. Yenko hweyenim. 21.9 increment on VAT on non-life insurance premium. Enti your insurance a hodo ho. Enti se oka insurance a enye life enye yen kan se nipa nkwa ho insurance no. Mahama ba ye no. Or the VAT wa increase VAT no to 21% as a bio say uye insurance na wo insurance ne mature na se wo kwa akwaje a Mahama betel 21.9% odi abeka ho obeji sa sika no e de afiri wa ankasa wo sika odi akosi awowa afa wa ade ho asa bio bibia nto sa ade na company ni pia wo sika de ama o back no Mahama say ono obetel 21%, 22% out of it odi aguni bottom papa na obo kan kire mo say ono no o meji tax obeyi tax afiri ho no de odi aba no yento aso no yenko yanim we eye one fuel prices increment by 5% on diesel and 2% on petrol on the 1st January 2025. And apart from this, another increment Mahama de aba ebi no sabio say diesel ayetoi ye de 5% atoso and a petrol so no ye de 2% atoso. Asha taking effect on the 1st January 2025. Enti na de wo horo no. Say ye call electricity side nso a ye ka anyina monkane a asiedun katia ne NDC fo aka kire Ghana fo say omo ba na omo abetete anyina monkane anyina ahoodren so ai omo betete electricity bill so na electricity bill akofo ado watum ne boy dren oyewudifo ne na asefo no at the end of the day no the abane say 1st January we ya 1st July we ya na ano na ehya asie Mahama bomb more than the 2.42%, 45% increment at the ato nkane abo so enti ene baba for ice water for ice cream for a hairdresser for organizers a food for na asidun katia promise mo say ye the light ba be chemono Mahama ba no or the bin aba beka ho or the 2.45% and aba beka ho entina wutua sabio 100 Ghana cedis per month ene ubetua how many 102.45 cent and or the bema Mahama ai or the bia beka ho we a simple calculation sanso na yekoya nima plastic products so nyina no ye de 7% aka ho ai enti say ade bia ye de plastic na ye wo Ghana mamo bia no ukose ukwa akoto na first na uto ne 7 Ghana cedis a na uto ne 10 Ghana cedis a ene me no ka say obeto ne 10 cedis 70 peso o de ko ne nkasie mu a na uto ne 100 Ghana ene obeto ne 107 cedi and now the better. Now they are going to weigh automatically. Ako affect even ice water seller. Aye, Nenketu amu obi o produce so biano. Sa increment to ebe effect no automatically. Why in a betia? Who are auto so no when our betia? So these are the good and the handiwork and the resetting agenda benefit ya. Yenya edi afiri Mahama so enu bie na mabo akire we yenko ya nim na papa we oye wikido after say all the 5% increment eto fuel so I shall say by January 1st no July 1st no on the 16th of January of just July ya ankasa no papa say or sign the additional 1 Ghana per each liter of fuel. From 16th of this month, July. Papa says, auto 1 liter of fuel, beer, diesel or petrol. He's going to charge you for how much? 1 Ghana additional. I will say a doomso or say a doomso tax. Yeah, the economy. Enti we ene the resetting agenda Ghana for a ball ho dauro and this for kasate mu ye dede wo yasum edi gu nanado animase se nanado mbom enye obi a onye hwe hwan no we ene the outcome ye bo ho dawuro tie mu for nothing no na ye nto aso no ye nko yanim ai enti dum so live na ye se ye mfama biem no boa adanko dada adwe yade aba system for ya ebe ye law ebe ye mra upe uto diesel ewom enti se uba betu kwan akoba bia ka hu se lord fair no se de tie bia no ye kwa akotum ye de bi beka ho because ye to patrol mu a automatically enye driver na tua o eye passenger na tua enti se se Mahama ba se oba beboa Ghana fo ma ye ho atoye na ye boa ye di ntro entro ye dada ye ho ye fa na danko dada ade enu sa adwuma na omo yomodo munim sa ade ne ye pa also omode ade ne ba ya omode ade ne ba ya MPP fo kasa ho no ena omo ske so omo twe de asan na omo se omo twe de asan no sa na ye na ada se so omo se Ghana fo ani afiri so enti submarine se ye de ba be fra ne ma enti by 16 July no ukoto potura upe you have to buy and pay 1 Ghana cedi on each liter. As a calculation year, yes, 8% of increment. And what they become, hey, Mahama, you're very wicked. Mahama, you're very, very, very wicked. The question no, Unyantiama Boamanie. I, Mama Memfa and Chakasia, and Mamma Dana Pia, Mamma Mwakwaba. Sasuna made in Chakasia, my Jassi, Sami Jassi from Hamburg, Mature Yepa. Mahama is taking advantage of Ghanaian short memory syndrome. Yeah, you are right. Mama Dana appears to say good evening, beautiful family. Mama, you're welcome. Dollar man say Ofui Mahama. I mean, dear Kosono. Yanto asuni yanko your name before we come to the main show. Abusham Fui. Didim. Enedie. Mami we oda hoyi. Semo ka mami we ya. We na danko akufo ado aban. Edi drone eba o man Ghana mu se yemfa nye delivery. Ema enipa omo be yare omo be pra. Atore nchem beto omo. Yemfa nsa omo ho yade a mami we se yede kudutwa ma. O se yede kudutwa ma se ahwe. Ena ne John Danigadra Mani Mahama and content creator on the Galamsey site. Setting kwa. And then mami we sorry a. Wafa camera sini konhu. Now nam Galamsey site, abounded Galamsey site. Enkrofo we to me fa low bed. Hello do sabio excavator siso. Edikosi site. Na omwasha asye acte as if say omwa kos Galamsey site ba bi serious one bia omo kwachi Galamseyers ni nyina ye certain na de ntia meke se ni nyina ye settings the same excavator no omo timi de call different place na omo de ye comedy na omo de ye content creating enti owia na wa na so a kire Ghana for say wachi excavators enti no Mami we sorry ko radio station say or kwa ko kan kire Ghana for say was seize excavators ne bi so no say excavators na so was seize na wo he onko bie na no nkama yenti a o say 33 out of the 40 excavated I seized during my recent operations and placed in police custody have gone missing. As it training and say excavators na bra no ko Galamsey site OCZ ye ana ne dodo nyina ye 40 no emu aduasa miensa ayira. Hey, God is so wonderful. Nyankopon oye nyame bia sa wo de ho to ne so a wanim engu aseda. And I say the on pese de beye wo no emfa nye wua de wo nipa dasani wo mpese ye de beye wo no emfa nye wua moka ya ndisi for I Akufo-Addo aban so nko a. Akufo-Addo aban so nko a. Excavators ayira. Adan kwambe so excavator fa so yira. Ene gigim. And this for brace with the fighters of the Galamsey. Ye babe kwantia Galamsey. And the MPP for ye Galamsey. Akufo-Addo ni nabusiamfo. Ene ye Galamsey. Ene ba ne saying. Ye say ene de 33 out of the 40 excavators are the content creator. Aye. Hanabisu, the Galamsey content creator say, Ayira, Omu nimba biyewo. Omo hiha omu hu. Na ope de ho yenye de ne ma. De ben na ye betumi aye ma. No be kan chese excavators ayira. Ah. Asoja fo omudi wachi no omudi wachi ye dai. Asoja fo no omudi wachi no. Omus dia na omo ye. Police fo na wo de excavators na kosi omo nchen a ukoye omo so omo ayira no. Ade ntia wo mbisa omo nkan kire ba bia excavator no ewo. Na ye no be ka kire ye de na betimi aya ma. We na kire entro ne akohwi ankrofo we twa. Akohwifo pa. Akohwifo. Akohwifo ababan mu. Entro ne nada. Di omu hu ye omo beka. Di omo nte ye omo beka. Di esabi omo ntumi ye omo be promise so omo be ya ma. Ene ne ene. Eno ene ene. Enti di akọ ene say maami we si oye the real Galamsey fighter. Nti no no say o say sabi o. Ba bi obekwa akọ any operations mpo no. Ompese obebo internal minister amane. Hey, adenti omo na amane a osi osuro say okose okwa akọkọ ohwe na police fo aba abechi no. Na settings na ye dene. Wey yo. Galamsey for mukita pop actions, a pop action guns. Galamsey for more build the bodyguards ya mohu edene. China for mukita two out to see how to me to money copy China. Mami we comedian way. And Kurasini ba way. Ono na ne yes you fight Galamsey. Entron kwa. Bibia ye setting. No wonder your 33 Sabio excavators are frying. Aye. So now I'm going to before you see containers here too. And excavators now too. Aye. In 2016, 2015, 2014. And confirm the 2 year. 18 crofo way there. A 2 year omo de. Enoma. Near me we are seeing a team in the enoma. Omo to me 2 for you a man crofo way. A very disgrace. So ye Ghana ni. Na be man krofo ya da waji utumi afiri kokrometi ano. E de be di udem a ete se. Ene de na ye hu. Ghana nso e ho nyina asai. Ghana nso e wo ho. Ni nyina asai. Omo se ni nyina. Na we kwasi ampanyini we so. Our internal minister, the head of the national intelligence. The Minister of Environment, Science and Technology. Also the Oka. Also the 40 excavated we seized from Galamseyers are mixing. And the obesity 33, obesity 40. Why the end of which one should we take it serious? Me mame must Miss B. Miss B, mame. The sweet voice. Me mwakwa ba ye pa. I want to say. When I'm saying I'm coupon Dollar man. Michelle ye pa miya. And a George Frimpong, also Michelle Pa. And the Minister of Environment, and Sabio, Mami Wea, yes, a friend Hanabisu, I was see on the CEO of the mineral founds. I was see Okugaram say no. They are all talking 2 different things. Say, why the end of Kore? We see 33 naira. We see 40 naira. The ACC and Yana naira. Why the end finding no cre? Assembly the woman in say, I entro or moon sees you. because a NDC for na ye galamse wo Ghana man no. The omoye ni media no so nyina no only for certain, because they are what the omo say on the media no so no ye be boy ensem di ama won. Now reality on the ground so no ebe ye worse than how it was. Because omo say media no so na manfo betimi criticize won. And they just want to satisfy their viewers, their what? Their supporters ya. Omugu social media no so omuye dede edefa won. Na Mahama dabiano or kasana uti na numa sema. Na so you be oye intelligent. You will just understand, say, you don't need to follow him. Because okasa no wasenga kasa tia na home. Tiasema Mahama kan o hatie tie.
Ose yesua ende se so bi ebe hye obo kese se afe ne fa obesesa Ghana ka je nipa no so oboa ebi se nya no kre ye ko hwe amanone ye hwe US Europe UK sa enkro na edru bebi omo edru no Ukosha Mabako Semua. They are about 300, 400 years old. Almost near Femui, almost Femua, San Omudru baby Omedruno. AT development is a process. Yeah, and this for yet.
Aha, and this is all you'll be or your badge ma. Ah, now Kufado tell Kunyaso, Mura Kufado, now the former president of the republic. Not tell Kunyaso and Uncle Fu will say. And you have not changed the country. And why? So papa win some year. You will never allow them to deceive you. Because no ankasa country say, I'm a mono, and you 1 day job. Changing of a country, and you 1 day job. Or being to me for 1.5 years, Mrs. Mine. Or being to me for 4 years in changing or mine into a different world. And you possible. On one echo. But we sat down and we allowed them to fool us. Say, well, say, Nanadu Ntuminfa, ne first 4 years, ne 8 years now, or send Kuntimaga and America. America. Miriaba Jennifer Adu, and Wakwaba Yepa. Aye, ye transman crofue dada yen said, I was saying Kakufado dear, on to me magic. Nan confirma on fancy sangana mine. From the situation now, a woman to futuristic country. TSA, yo, face off channel, Mike Mwakwaba. And he said, ye tia Mahama pa bro kasa ya. Many a times, on one kasama will reason not to follow or believe in what he's saying. Papa no yentro for pa. Onim agenda rough. Abushia meso say like a video no na share mama. Aye, ne yanko ya nim. Papa ne yeka certain pa. Entro. Boss le muka kata wani na ka. Di intro chira o manfo. Bu omo ani mutia. Can the open omudo mbeji atumpa. Ye ka obi oye well planned and well organizer. Ono ene John Daliga Dramani Mahama. Onimuntro di pa omfa ba akokora nchew so am wani an na ho this man will even conduct you to commit suicide because you say oko school dey oko so any communication, so he know how to what manipulate your mind unless you are smart to catch him before he talks or when he talks. Because Mahama dey entro or ya dey won tro ho pa. Now, yeah, they are teaching the party and this name. I say, no, their character in the party. Their main focus is to learn how to lie. And in India, before everything, no, now you're from the propaganda secretary. Now you're communication officer. Now propaganda secretary when this him. Aye. Now propaganda, what they call secretariat. When this him. She said, Monko na munko di intro. Now, when you know you're one of the members, computer man, Dr. Tango, Papa no okita fake offenses certificate. No, he was one of them. And think of way there. Se duru campaign time na unya ntoboase ne abotrema wo ho. Na wo study one. Na wo tie wo anum asem. Na wo make analysis of their own speech. You will not allow yourself to be what? To be conduct to vote wrongly for them. But the duru ba bia na epesem asem e de na tie. Ana Mahama zo di kan aka say campaign no ye ya e di ntro akra. Ai asem no kora da wo ye nka na ye di ntro. Ye kan de be ma nipa dom atu adi achi. Enye de de oman no ebe ko nanim ene ebeka. Na abusu ende after this opening message concerning Enema Papa we no. Now we are going deep into the what them call 24-hour economy launch na Mahama ekoye nenra. Ma wo say enkrofo binom timi dia no so papa na baso. Na medwene ho ana mente ase. Yesi nipa onim na najo. Yen sori nipa onim na wia. Yen so kane anajo say kwa akohwe nanim anajo. I think this is what some Ghanaians are doing. I'm coming to tell you why. Allora, okay, let's begin from here. Ebiana, really free. I'm ready to remember you very quick. I just want to remember you very quick. I just want to remember you very, very quick. Nayan Tuaso. You just need a little bit of time and watch them well. Hey, maybe me video evidence or her. But I want you to know, say we a Wikipedia research. Enti enyade bi ame, mashira akwa tena baabi. Na ma prepare nsem me ba be di ntro de achiro. In 2012, John Darega Dramani Mahama ebe yi concert. Tise concert omukoyi ni nrai. The 24-hour economy. Omubeyi the same concert say they are going to build a town where your friend in Hope City. Now say the Hope City is planned technology park to be built at Pram Pram, Greater Accra region, Ghana. 10 years pa. Hope City no, you see nke ye kwa kusi no wan fa Pram Pram e Greater Accra region. I say Sa Hope City no, it will contain homes, offices, people, and environment. The project is expected to be complete in 3 years and is estimated to cost $10 billion. Mahama dear, hey Papa, that's very true. I say one of its towers would become Africa's tallest building. Will become Africa's tallest building. The project's initiative of Mr. Roland Agwembre, group chairman of the Agams Group of Companies and CEO of Rank Communications Limited. Yamfantunche, I just show you, said this thing is coming directly from where? From Wikipedia. Which means to say, Mahama no, otimi make promise ya muwe through project ba akopeo. I see they are going to spend 10 billion. You could try ho your friend is saying, you could try ho shortcut nyina. You kolanchi. We did everything. Said the TNFata. But at the end of the day, what happened? BBNC enti enera yewo na Mahama akojina ehina okojina yo se hemfa na okojina yo o si okwa akokate short for what them call 24-hour economy. Na aya na me yase Ghana for bo mo nsam de ma papa we. Pe video we na nyankopon so na yo de hwade.
Ghana must work more efficiently.
John Dramani Mahama, 24-hour economy.
Aha, enti enra yesi akola nchi 24-hour economy. Ghana for ani ajo mu bose. na Yankopɔn hɔ yi ɔnyɛ na de basa ɔyɛ na de bi ɔyɛ ne kwan papa so ima me da na rivers mo akɔ aba sɛ wuhu bra Mahama ɛyɛ den ɛte adeɛ na no no ɛnam ɛntro ne sɛbio anumudwa na odwa ntino the vice president nkagya na ɛyɛ ate ahye no. They don't know what they are doing. Entro ne akohwisɛm adaadaa nkwa na nkrofo wo yeye. Na Mahama no him how to yen can say how to lie and convince you say he's doing something good or something important. Enti obabe gyina hɔ a obedi ntora mu eduru obɛka nsɛm a wonti bi da obɛdaadaa wadwene na papa no ɔpɛ ne ho asɛm. One had na idrusu sɛ ogyina hɔ pɛ n'anim paa na later mɛka ne ho asɛm akyerɛ ɔmo di ntorɔ paa ɔbɛka nsɛm a mu eduru asɛm na ɔbɛka kyerɛ wɔn ahwɛ ogyina hɔ a na wada wɔn ahwɛ ogyina hɔ a na wa falling in love to him papa wei na no bɔ nyɔmpa ne ntia yɛ sɛ ɔyɛ community husband no mimi yɛ kakari tv mu akɔ aba paa ɛne ntia yɛ sɛ ɔyɛ the community husband no because on him how to capture you with his mouth. Into obejina obedi ntro 24-hour economy accelerated export development. Ebiana onka nsema ma menkyerɛ wade bi. Segana for ye kai Mahama pa. And anytime Mahama will promise you of something, you should think about two things. One, enyentra a highly inflated cost. Temiyepa. Senyen kontompo na odi twawa. Then the issue about that, I was saying on dream fa ho ne say oba behum ti se balu obehum na ye kese enti e cost 5 Ghana obejo be se 25 Ghana. Na mo me hwa de gigim hwa de. Papa we na ye de presidential advisor on the 24-hour economy. Papa we and advisor John Mahama on the 24-hour economy policy. A year the flashing program of John Dariga Dramani Mahama. Now no me say kwasi ampanyi ni bi say nanado case obey free education no. Oprepre ne ho eye ne ntemtem. Na Mahama de nya ntoboase atena se atwen. I want to remind that fool, say, Nanado started free SHS on September when he was sworn in January. So, Nipa or Rashi was adi we when John Mahama. Yanko yadim na yeto aso. Papa we the advisor ono ne esusu adwen Emma Mahama adwene. Ewo kwan obefa so a obe implement the 24-hour economy. Papa we yaba abontaba be kan kire Ghana fo nyina se ebeye dene se Ghana man ye betumi aye den aye sa 24-hour economy no adenti a osi ye behia anye kura no ye behia over $4 billion to start the 24-hour economy. Etienne se Mahama bejira na osi wakwa akoye shortcut wakola nchi 24-hour economy a uhia $4 billion ansa watumi aye abra wo man no ogina IMF a oji 300 million got for right yasema mobo on the make so short memory no. This man is the advisor of the 24-hour economy to the president. Wababo antiabe kancho sa edne so betumi aye 24-hour economy. Wamfansi wa wasia kancho say who here $4 billion ansa wetumi aye 24-hour economy. Wakao. But man panyini no ababe jina bonten say or cut short to start the 24-hour economy. Abra woman na ye ka na asem no ogina IMF a oji 300 million yes the economy na crash lack of knowledge make my people perish. And which is which? A he fan Mahama kofa sa 4 billion no. E dey aye sa project na o ka ho asem no. Enya me na make say here sa o. Eye ne personal advisor and a babon tembe can say ye here 4 billion and say timi aye 24-hour economy ni mana ye. Enti me bisa se nti ene Ghana asoman ye were $4 billion a ye betimi a concentrate on one sector na. Bisa ho question. Bisa ho question. Mon country Kennedy Japan and Crawford so munya Jimmy. Na ye ntumi expose NDC because ye won sembe breka for NDC ho. Ye de adaje say ye beku e wo ye ntem. NDC for mislead Ghanaians. Francophone Mwakwaba. NDC for a go muhwani mase. The incompetency of John Mahama is showcasing. But enam Kennedy Japan tino ye nyanda jin kanse mwen chire Ghana for. Ene o man a wokwa ko bu nkotodwe wo IMF a all patch o say ye man 300 million. Enye sa na economy a crash. O president no etimi begina wanim hwe wanim ebu kwase di watem kese wajimu nimu nyansa enti na oba be hye program bi ase a sa program no nko ano obehia $4 billion ansa na watumi aye oso wagye di e na mobom nsam edema ewura darega John Darega pepeni Srodai ni kromfo otrofo kakraka community husband ebe dada ama oso wagye di e na obom nsam so uko on the media now how people are hearing Mahama after he has lied to them. Then I cannot say nothing and say, my friend, say, this is what we call the rare short memory association people. Because 24-hour economy is not a policy initiated by a president. And your president enable 24-hour economy. The best thing that this government could have done, and they say, and Kobe continue with one district, one factory. That would have been the best thing. And Kebeboa, ama the economy itself will start demanding, say, we have to run it 24 hours a day. Now, ya say, Ghana for etimiko transe, mpemfo mwanko school aduru echire kobotai kotraho. Emma Mahama de omwadwene di agriculture so ba be 24-hour economy. Abra na me no kasai. Amanfo ntumi nya light mfanye 8 hours a day job. Chemiye pa o. Sabi yesi yebesi uso a enka ye hyewma. Nancy Grant me makwaba. Se yebesi uso a enka ye hyewma. Enti se 8 hours kura adwuma na wo ye no. Mahama ntimi ma wonkane a ayegina so. Emfanye sa adwuma na. How can he come and promise you, say, Obama unkania mawaye juma 24 hours a day? Now so timiji tumbo unsem emao. Ade, entisa nasa. Ha? Entisa nasa. Ghana from paying for a mako school. Ghana from paying for a munima kenkain. Ghana from paying for a mokase ebem. Entiniama we munhu. Moon to me can be being found. Mukotna outside line, I chemuska, Kalamakano atum. Papa the Ghana for margin dia grow. He don't believe in you. He don't respect Ghanaians. Because they won't me provide them a light. And mammy your light and now who me fear. Ubeden when your light, Eddie, I'm a factory, a yejumanajo. Huh? Sir, police way. I want some no. It will never end because it is unacceptable. Say any point to say now we nim dada. So we can promise we niema bebre. Ama amanfo kotwa ho akokate sort wo ho. Agi ho sika di. Akose sa abrofo. Unim sa akọ ni abrofo na ye ene din trochre Ghana for na wa mo share na omokọ me maame akua afro mo akọ abapa oni abrofo no kwohyehyɛ ho na omo aba na omo be din tro de akyere yen na wa to omo share de ama omo na omokọ na wa gene de na de ato ne bottom. That is what this man is doing. It is a 24-hour economy no eye scam eye ntro eye bossre muka eye ade a on to me. He knows that it's not possible because he don't have the money. Now, oman na yefen Ghana no enye oman enye communist state a ban betimi abi enwuma ama enwuma na gira ne nan so da bi amanfo begu na ma onimpa, but he's just using the mind game to keep you people on his fingers. Said in 2012, MF 2016 no. The same man and all the bremo. Now, let's go deep into what we are talking about. I don't know if you have forget. Na Mahama kojina hon sema oka ni biene. Ode nyanto ba se na tin sema Mahama eka. Mi wi na ma digest. Na ma show promises bi no Mahama de ma yen 2012 mu. Any 2013 mu. Any achievement or the free aban mu. Na what to say. Listen to what this man said yesterday to Ghanaians.
Our Plus agenda comprises synergistic sub-programs that are tailored to key value chains. And you must have heard the ministers mentioning them. These include Grow 24. Now, Grow 24 is about boosting agricultural productivity, agro-processing, and food security. Make 24 is about revitalizing our manufacturing and industrialization. Build 24 is about accelerating infrastructure, construction, housing, and public works. Show 24 is about harnessing Ghana's rich creative, cultural, and tourism assets. And Connect 24 is about fixing our logistic chains, transport warehousing, ports, energy, and digital infrastructure. And Fund 24 is about unlocking innovative financing through credit guarantee schemes, blended finance, and venture capital. Aspire 24 is about building the skills of our people, our values, our ethics, and digital capacity for competitiveness. And Go 24 is about mobilizing all sectors, religious, security, academic, and civic, for national productivity and pride. This structure ensures depth and focus. We're not attempting to fix everything everywhere all at once. We're targeting high-impact, job-rich, and export-oriented sectors with strong forward and backward linkages. And now, so what is the famous Volta Economic Corridor we're talking about? That is our flagship anchor. While the 24-hour plus program is national in scope, our flagship intervention is the Volta Economic Corridor, a transformational effort to unlock the economic and environmental potential of the Volta Lake and its surrounding lands. Ladies and gentlemen, our first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, envisioned the Volta project at Akosombo not only as a source of power to power Ghana's industrial sector. He also saw it as an integrated project that will provide agribusiness, it will provide lands for agriculture, irrigation. Unfortunately, that aspect of his vision have been lost. Today, we're recreating Kwame Nkrumah's dream. Today, Osajifo, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's dream comes alive again. We will irrigate over 2 million hectares of land for intensive agriculture under Grow 24. We will establish agro-industrial parks for textiles, pharmaceuticals, and food processing under Make 24. We will develop tourism clusters along the lake under Show 24.
Until say you will Show 24, Grow 24. Just say this man is a thief and a liar. Papa will say, they are what? They are going to revitalize Kwame Nkrumah's dream. When be just in throne deal. This man wants to associate himself to be recognized as a hero in the country for nothing. Enti na odena ho kokobata Kwame Nkrumah achievement. Na mgo question ba ku bisa Ghana for ene atiefo. Mpamoche wo companies ahodo na abrofo no free Ghana man mo omodi gya Ghana for no. A Kwame Nkrumah be di Ghana man so aye kan se ono na ye ni nyina no. Ahefo ne gu no. Ahefo ne tontom de ma won ho. Tiemi yepo. Sa companies na ewo ho dada na Kwame Nkrumah efiri akonwa so ebedi Ghana for nsam no. Amanyoko ben ene timi si ne bo etonton de ma asofofo e de be ya asore dan. Amanyoko ben ene tonton de ma ono ankasa ni party members. Amanyoko ben e born homodini gu Ghana owned companies e wo Ghana nyina emepemene. Why ne gu won? And this for ne gu won. Etimodie. Say, I don't know how to describe this group of people. Very, very, very diabolic people. And then Mahama has come out to tell Ghana for say, Oba be create the voter lake, you know, or manaba be a means of transport. Mumisa Mahama say, the Eastern Corridor Road project, you know, ekosi saying. The Eastern Corridor Roads project. Ekosi saying, and yes, you can chile yate ya. Na yes, and this if we are diverted to go and do research. Somewhere when election. Eastern Corridor Road project. Cruise way they coyer research on their election results. Enti papa we promising there. Uja no some promise wa. Obema utima ya ude. Obe can't ya unti bida. Obe dada. But you know what what hurt me is that papa we nka wadi ade awie. Say for 3 years aka wanimi eya odia. Enti nka ode kawano tum. Na di ubre. Ya di opese onye. Ubre so ana ukọ. Now you are still showcasing your in what them call your distract. You can say the dishonest person that you are, lying to Ghanaians. Who show off. Odin throw the chile Obi and Sama Kessia so the Chregana for. Dr. Bawomiasi or modernize Ghana with the digitalization. Who papa who could now catch the Ghana for say or muhia dokono and chinam. Makoni kaku aye. Body ayato to Ghana for a party. And now the country and say through your 24-hour economy, you are going to empower Ghanaian youth to become young kind of say to have knowledge in digitalization. This man is a deceiver and a very big scammer. Promises now with the man years back in 2012. No, ni na wo home be bachelor. And this papa we be can same way to na utimo aye woda. Obwa, he know nothing about what he's saying. Because first of all, sika uhians na what aye the papa we kan. You see here how much? $4 billion US. $4 billion US. And then na ye friend o man kronkron Ghana no ene ye bunkotodwe e wo IMF anim so mo ma ye 300 million and yes economy no be crash. Enti o man ya wo bunkotodwe apɛ 300 million US. Now, o president abejira wanim ebe ye show off. Ebe can sempa de achrew, a deceive adi ntro akyerɛw sɛ ɔbɛyɛ nneɛma a cost $4 billion. Now also wagye adi sources of founding ɔka kyerɛ wo kwan a ɔbɛfa so ɔbɛnya sika ɛde ayɛ adeɛ wɔ ɔka kyerɛ wo budget na John Mahama kɔkan yɛ John Mahama ɛde soma atofoɔ sɛ ɛma ne kɔkan ne wɔ parliament no wote sɛ yɛbɔ 24-hour economy edin wɔ wote sɛ yɛma allocation for 24-hour economy wanka enti ask yourself sɛ ɛhefa ɛna papa wei ɛkɔfa sika de ayɛ sɛ nneɛma wei a ɔɔkan budget no 24-hour economy nka ho bi akɔhoma sika na ekita ɔman na ɛno na aban no edi gyina so yɛ ne nneɛma no yɛde akɔhoma no entoto yɛ kɔkyerɛ Ghana foɔ nyina no saa 24-hour economy wei na nka ho bi enti bisa ho sɛ ɛhefa na papa wei kɔfa sika kɔ sɛ nnwuma na ɔɔka no ɛyɛ ntoro yɛ nada because aban ntumi nsɔre prɛko pɛ empagya ɔman sika sɛ ɔde kɔyɛ adeɛ abra parliament approve yɛ mo kae sɛ NDC foɔ bɛka kyerɛ Ghana foɔ sɛ kenofori ata afa Ghana sika ɛde akɔ akɔhyɛ cathedral sie no mu abra amfa parliament nti yɛnkye kenofori ata ntom. It is the same process. And first of all, where is the sources of founding? Sikaba no the best project way. Second, is it going to pass through parliament or not? Third, dear ntia dear Kwame Nkrumah ye no mo bese no. Na enne omo pese omo rebuild what Kwame Nkrumah did. A certain. A certain. A intro. Because any man na fusen kobe to me aye kora wan to me anye Segreme housing project 270 million crown papa we yen timi supervise amma ya nye de wo se yenye amana nkwa nkosi yie ye chesika ne di temi ye pa Ghana ID card Ghana identity card papa we yen timi supervise ma ya nye achieve what we are supposed to do. Yetwa sika yenya Office of Ghana Identity Card yenya secretariat wo ho yenya nkrofo na etua wonka but papa went me and supervise ma ya anyema na anyeye Ghana Railway Authority na ye was CEO of Ghana Railway Authorities under this man's administration. Yes sa nkrofo ko go office na etua wonka but Ghana Railway Authority na nado danko akufo ado ba na apupu agiri jam aye pasa. I timi yepa yen trona midi. Entine under the 24-hour economy no and this if we be beji Ghana buying be tia wonka from now up to 2029 brap ko we be free akonwa so but they are not going to provide Ghana with anything. Enti when FN create loot and share ye kreti bibibi na ye tumi dia jisika free oman no kotokuom na yakwa akochedi enti enche bia ye benya engineers for 24-hour economy ye benya handy workers for 24-hour economy ye benya PROs hey ye wa asem bonipo ye wa asem kese e bonipo enche bia ye besisa ndisi fo nwan na gum say oh yeah 24-hour economy na ye tua wonka. And so at the end of the day no enkusiaga oboa de oka bia ye ntro wo de fa pen ne pipa na nsema papa wo ye ka twetwere gu ho ochina 2028 I will ask you which one have you seen ye ntie video no.
The 24-hour plus agenda comprises synergistic sub-programs that are tailored to key value chains. And you must have heard the ministers mentioning them. These include Grow 24. Now, Grow 24 is about boosting agricultural productivity, agro-processing, and food security. Make 24 is about revitalizing our manufacturing and industrialization. Build 24 is about accelerating infrastructure, construction, housing, and public works.
Show 24 is about harnessing Ghana's rich creative, cultural, and tourism assets. And Connect 24 is about fixing our logistic chains, transport warehousing, ports, energy, and digital infrastructure. And Fund 24 is about unlocking innovative financing through credit guarantee schemes, blended finance, and venture capital. Aspire 24 is about building the skills of our people, our values, our ethics, and digital capacity for competitiveness. And Go 24 is about mobilizing all sectors, religious, security, academic, and civic, for national productivity and pride. This structure ensures depth and focus. We're not attempting to fix everything everywhere all at once. We're targeting high-impact, job-rich, and export-oriented sectors with strong forward and backward linkages. And now, so what is the famous Volta Economic Corridor we're talking about? That is our flagship anchor. While the 24-hour plus program is national in scope, our flagship intervention is the Volta Economic Corridor, a transformational effort to unlock the economic and environmental potential of the Volta Lake and its surrounding lands. Ladies and gentlemen, our first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, envisioned the Volta project at Akosombo not only as a source of power to power Ghana's industrial sector. He also saw it as an integrated project that will provide agribusiness, it will provide lands for agriculture, irrigation. Unfortunately, that aspect of his vision have been lost. Today, we're recreating Kwame Nkrumah's dream.
John Darega Dramani Mahama, Papa Panani Hu. Funding 24, showing 24. Nkwasi asemo nkwa, Papa, create something of your own. Hey, Oskani is so-called 24-hour economy a company or what? I say I don't understand. But I concept a very big concept. This is a kind of say acting. We at the movie industry. A program will be some actor now kind. Now kind. Just Ghana for yen to me inquire nim beyond Kwame Nkrumah. Akwa to say, o man na yetimuno. Ye ninya nsani bia wo man no mu a obetumi anya adwen kese bia eso sene Kwame Nkrumah adwene. Enti ne since 1957 MPM 2025 we are not advancing yet baby yetina baby ana yet to 1957 no ehwa na yetie yentumi nkoya nim no obi amose mo ba be create 2 shift, 1 shift, 3 shift in 1. Obi amose mo di 24-hour economy be ye ebe bie nyuma ma amamfo ye 1 adwuma ba ko bia be fa nipa miensa. Ene de na de ba voter corridor hwan. John Darigay, remember say the voter corridor the Eastern Corridor road kura na ye simple road to build no. You didn't build it, and I don't buy your big finish here. Why, Mahama? Dear na or my Ghana for a dear yawa, and I'm no suntia. Also, would dear womb for poor baku po and famaye. Not that be obedient trash ye. What your position? And no mujasa. So, Baby Dra, or more lances a dear Galamse war. Reserve forest, the mube tram, ubaye, when tram. Who opposition also bar, you are going to declare state of emergency against Galamse, obey one ye. Waba be dear Kunyana Swa, promises now de ma ye ne solve enu wie papa da bi ogusu twantro chese nkontomponi de nkontomponi uye ne dan nkontompona no betwa kire wo na Ghana fo ya na ye wure firi asem meba o ya na wure firi asem. In 2013 this was another big promise of John Dariga Dramani Mahama. Obebie Cement Company. Tie.
Owned CMAF Ghana is to build a new cement plant in the Tema-Free Zone enclave. President John Mahama cut the sort for the project, which is to be completed in 18 months at a cost of 60 million euros. Another Moroccan company, the Adoha Group, plans to invest a total of 250 million euros. The second tier will involve the construction of 1,500 housing units over the next 7 years.
I want you to listen to the promises that this man gave when he was a president too. And yes, a campaign message. He was a president. But Biano, sa papa we to me transma bro, onia otimini abro fubirum shisha hu bedin tro de Ghana for. Nangana for a boy and some children. Tie bium udeti ha.
In 18 months at a cost of 60 million euros. Another
60 million euro project. The
Moroccan company, the Adoha Group, plans to invest a total of 250 million euros. The second tier will involve the construction of 1,500 housing units over the next 7 years.
Okay, you see, company me fana Adoha Group. Mahama Bresunio, we 2013. Amu baby cement company abe create nyuma de amagana for. In 7 months, amu besi company na wie. Apart from that, no, they were going to build 105 house unit for Ghanaians. Sa usafi no hu ye, mi ma hu mante. Adoha cement e wo Ghana na eni Ghana e yentro no abi udetie.
Ghana currently has 4 cement plants: Dangote, Savannah, Diamond, and Gassem. CMAF Ghana Limited adds on to the number at a time Ghana wants stability in cement prices. The Ghana government sought the investment to increase cement production, improve on the housing stock, and create employment for Ghanaians. The Moroccan company's production capacity is 1 million tons of cement per annum. The first bag of cement is expected to be produced in December 2015.
Yes, in 2015, who say Moroccan company be a fan Adoha a produce cement to Ghana na. But one papa way, or shena tadi or sheni coat, ebe jina or can't Ghana for say. Or baby be a cement factory at the cretin you mama Ghana for ceremony Ghana Maya Boka ya shisika ye pa to asunati.
The project comes with 200 direct jobs and an estimated 1,000 indirect jobs.
Yes, 200 jobs directly and 1,000 indirect jobs.
15% of the cash portfolio will be committed to environmental protection. Adoha Ghana Limited will make use of raw material from the cement plant to build 1,500 social housing units in the next 7 years.
And this are 5,100 housing project for a hiafono. Uhubi, well, uhubi. Enemy kwa acheka no. Yet yes, son be ye and what? Jattesment. Hey, Mahama is a corrupt man. Well, to Abama John Mahama bia for utisi form. I na fe to Yankopon. We your bar for utihe form. For when him form na fe to chile Yankopon. We a be mouse and sat secretary bompaye. Temiyepa. From Adoha cement to Jatta cement, and all the benefit and surrounding benefit na nka betimi a benefit Ghana for no enam se ni nwia ekogina ni mo yes anema wenti benefit ni nyina kwa kodi na busuamfo bottom enti 1500 houses so anka ye besi ema hiafo anya biadam no abeye Mahama property eyesika egomu bottom ayo oskani osre asepa na America na serious so this man is a criminal promise and failing kwa oya ade no so a oya de apebibia to ne bottom yenkoso na yentie
5,000 jobs are expected to be raised through the activities of Adoha Group. The company will build schools, clinics, playing fields, shops, places of worship, among others.
Bacha busia muhu suku bia yesi ne Ghana maimu a yesi eye Adoha project fund na na. Uhu hospital bia yesi ne Ghana se eye Adoha project fund na. Uhu asolidan bia yesi ne Ghana maimu se Adoha project fund na. And I say uhu tradition yenka ne se a hall bia yesi ho yesi eye Adoha project fund na. Me mantibi manhubi enti wuti hwa ma wutimu nya ode se Mahama ye 24-hour economy papa no launching eye ni show off obedi president ya the oye pa any launching ene ne ye ni show off saa kwan ne so na ofa so de ne ho kira manfo edom obwa entronko a.
Minister of Trade and Industry, Mr. Haruna Idrisu, said the Moroccan investment is in response to requests by government. He said the current retail price of a bag of cement between 35 and 36 Ghana cedis is unapproved. President Mahama.
Auntie Papa Oya Ibrahim Wana no. Oh, this time 24-hour economy no Ojiramubi pa. The same face, the same people, and the same character. Aye, 10 years.
Said more cement in the system will stabilize prices of the commodity. He said industry and infrastructure in Tema will be improved to get the industrial city kicking again.
One of the factors that is evident of a fast-growing economy is the consumption of cement. Construction industry in Ghana is booming, both private and industrial, and that leads to a higher consumption of the product cement. And so we have the capacity and we have the demand to put in additional cement production into our economy.
The two Moroccan companies are already operating in 12 African countries.
He was the one who came to you in 2013 telling you say obebi cement company ama nipa 200 and direct job, first job, and about 5,000 indirect jobs. Ekosi saying yes, see about sisi adan 1,500 housing unit at the Amagana Fokwa. Ye besisi playgrounds, ye besisi clinics. How did it went? Ekosi saying, and Kosi who? This is the same thing that is going to happen on the promises about 24-hour economy. Jimmy Yepa. Promising and now they more 24-hour economy na yebe obwa. Obi want to me see common housing unit Sagrament project. Want to me and to me supervise amayansi. Say nipa obi to me supervise $4 billion project amount. Ade. Monsieur, on yes serious. Abusia. Now, say, let's go to the main of all. Now, video ya say a French language. Nan kampese minyana wo. Itali English ya nasi trim. Now, I know say ebinum te French. Enti wa te French no. Join them and explain it. Prebi atwem in 2013. Mahama bejina catch the Ghana for say, but the project to be bar or say a friend Hope City. Hope City, our project in here, $10 billion to accomplish that project. Now they have a video way. Ote wansem biem. Ote wansem. Hope City ne kosi saying. Yep,
Le Ghana veut faire rimer espoir avec technologie. Dans la banlieue d'Accra,
yes. Me how can you pa? See we a footage when you say me na me kata mani din tro ego obi so. We a footage of evidence. Say Mahama say oba besi. Hope City waka aswa. Ekosi saying. Video we French. I was getting more but Obia, I'm a monchiremu, a bronya bechiromo. Samia Wukunsu bechiromo, Yenti and Emra.
le Ghana veut faire rimer espoir avec technologie. Dans la banlieue d'Accra, un projet ambitieux vient de démarrer en présence du président John Mahama, Hope City, une véritable ville composée de 6 tours dont la principale atteindra les 270 mètres. Il s'agira alors du plus haut gratte-ciel d'Afrique. À l'intérieur, des entreprises venant de l'ensemble du secteur des technologies. Lorsque les tours seront terminées à l'horizon 2016, le gouvernement espère la création de 50 000 nouveaux emplois.
Mesdames et messieurs, le gouvernement est particulièrement heureux que ce projet soit le fruit d'une initiative locale menée par RLG. Et ce projet a un très grand potentiel de création d'emplois durables, en particulier pour les jeunes.
Au Ghana, c'est le second projet destiné à attirer les startups et les créateurs du monde de la high-tech. De l'autre côté de la capitale, à Tema, se construit depuis mai 2012 un autre parc technologique. Plus focalisé sur l'incubation des jeunes entreprises du net, le parc de Tema devra à terme permettre de créer 10 000 emplois. Mais à la différence de ce dernier, financé par des fonds publics, Hope City est impulsé par une compagnie ghanéenne de télécommunications, RLG.
Le gouvernement ghanéen n'était que l'un des initiateurs. Nous voulons que le secteur privé vienne et dirige le parc. Parce que le parc de Tema, lui aussi, a été imaginé par le gouvernement pour permettre au secteur privé de s'y développer. Pas seulement dans ces parcs, mais dans tout le Ghana, comme c'est le cas en Inde ou ailleurs.
Les travaux de construction de Hope City sont estimés à 10 milliards de dollars et plusieurs observateurs demandent au gouvernement de clarifier le plan de financement de ces travaux. Si les autorités célèbrent le projet comme un exemple de partenariat public-privé, le budget n'a pas encore été détaillé.
Ma crainte à propos de Hope City, ce sont les fonds nécessaires. C'est un projet à 10 milliards de dollars et je me demande où nous allons trouver l'argent. Si on regarde autour de nous, les marchés internationaux sont presque à sec, il n'y a pas d'argent disponible.
Un projet qui rappelle en plus modeste celui de Konza Technology City au Kenya. Entamé en janvier 2013, les travaux de celle qu'on appelle déjà la Silicon Savannah devraient durer jusqu'en 2033 et coûter 14 milliards et demi de dollars. À Nairobi comme à Accra, le pari financier est donc de taille et la compétition pour attirer les créateurs de demain est lancée.
Mahama, another big promise to the Ghana phone. Now I needed this footage to show you, say, there may be man bring a better about this thing, no. The reality. And the next question, I say, Mahama ko promises or ko see the Hope City. Ebe ma Ghana for say 3 million. Yeah, a Jumaye. Eko si say, ninyina nietie. Yente first Samia Wuku. Yabane Yama Abroya Swatchrim.
Mahama claims that he will inject $10 billion into infrastructure and use that to create jobs. He said this in a knee-jerk reaction to Akufo-Addo's $100 billion CARES program to help Ghana's economy recover from the COVID-19 pandemic. It appears Mr. Mahama is very fond of the figure 10 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, you must dismiss this as a total pipe down for 3 reasons.
First of all, in 2013, working with his very good friend Roland Agambri, amidst the great fanfare, amidst the brass band, accompanied by an international superstar, candidate Mahama went to cast salt for the $10 billion Hope City project here in Greater Accra. He promised thousands of jobs in the process of constructing multiple skyscrapers, comprising businesses, shopping malls, and residential facilities. Not knowing they had not even acquired the land for the project. Secondly, when candidate Mahama says he's going to build projects, the Ghanaian people should be extremely careful and should be worried because of the inflated cost of these projects. He is not interested in the outcome and the impact of the project on the lives of the people. He is not interested in the value for money. So when candidate Mahama says he's going to invest $10 billion in infrastructure, Ghanaians must treat it not as a promise, but as a threat. Not as an infrastructural solution, but a financial scandal. It must not draw you towards him. Rather, you must run away, borrow his legs, and run away with it. Thirdly, candidate Mahama says that his $10 billion pipe dream will create 1 million jobs. Mahama does not care about creating jobs for young people. In November 2016, candidate Mahama told unemployed graduates who were disillusioned, dispirited, and disenchanted that he is not a magician to put money in people's pocket. His former private sector development minister, the Honorable Rashid Pelpu, said that young people should go into the forest and collect stones and come and sell by the roadside. That is another form of job creation. They should also cut grass and come and sell. This was Mahama's job creation strategy.
abusuafoɔ Martin yie when anam pese wontie video na ye hu ye ne nyina no ye na omo kire nyina ne se Mahama say oba besi Hope City the biggest city in Africa what them call one of the most tallest tower in Africa. $10 billion. Or the be creating billions of working opportunity amagana for nkwada any Africa for nyina. Abusia ko si say the ko si ene say ena me no ka say ene since 2013 John Mahama promise oko kate short kurampo no ye hu ho hwe na all kasa no na omunya nto asase mpo omudi besi sa project no. That is the same thing which is happening about the 24-hour economy. Omone founding and so Mahama promise so obey 24-hour economy just to satisfy the fools on the social media. Now Abroye have more about this project FN, the Hope City project. Yen konen konkotie.
Kobo from meboa. Ana mti na omodi aso no kobo from meboa. Ana mso mbe complete 2016. Omodi aso no bo from 2013. Hope City project 2013 no mso mbe wie 2016 na chese time na wo mo cut short na Ghana your population yem fan be say 26 million yem fan sa ana 28 million kura Mahama e kasa no ana say e dan na ye be si no wo ha no e kaso akwanso no the tallest building in Africa. No, what's in here? A human kwa ever fire 300 million youth in Africa. Huh? Yemfa youth in Tonchen. So kwa Nigeria, one population in ye best 170 million. Nigeria. Ntino, say. Nigeria muni panyira sada na omusie no ebetima employ omo ama obi anya adwuma ye e wo kasoa ba bi odi asokobo for the Katachemuno. So you father just have my Miana Nachemu. Okwa Nigeria. Woman population in 170 million. Nigeria population no. And to 170 million no. Mahama catch the Ghana for say. Saudi Nigeria for nyina ba Ghana ebe ka Ghana for ho a 200 million. And nipa 200 million just say Ghana had dear obia benya adwuma ye e wo Hope City project no a omo ye no wakasoa no because Saudi Nigeria for ebe ka Ghana for ho a ye nuru 300 million no. And just say akura ya wo ne nedadua no obenya adwuma ye e wo Hope City project no e work as one hwetro be na chenwe sa Ghana ne Nigeria fo nyina be boma e nipa 200 million na nipa 200 million no say uye kuo se banku na akato se ekwan ho na adodo se uye carpenter ni o se ye bang ni o se ye hwano jawa adwuma ne nyina ye mfo ye ni nkyere kasoa dukuna ewo malam kasoa kwan so na adwuma wo ho a Mahama bie a ye frɛ no Hope City project hwɛ da bia mo de ningwase e beba mana akoka Mahama mo nu masema mo de ko radio so no ebe ma mo ni mo guase ebe ma Mahama so ni mo guase because mo na mo kwa preba se Mahama ni troda e troba na chenwe nti say Africa de ne say ye ne ye dia na che say over nipa be 100 million benya adwuma ye because ye be fa dodo no ye nso ye nuru 35 million 40 million ye fa no ntonchen me bisa Mahama say aso na de kobo from 2013 so mu see the tallest building in Africa now by 2016 no ma see we $10 billion no otimi kire me ba bia dan no wa a o ma see we a me mpanipa ya fo madwuma atena nopa metre letter dia koma MPP say ye mayebi
enti we another yen can say another scam of John Dariga Dramani Mahama. Yenim ne dada o enye nne. Oni mutro di pa. Oni mutro di pa. Otimi sheda transition shed ntro. Kwan ya obefa so obeka beto wasum. Kwan ya oka wonje ne ho achinye. Otimi kura mesa nkwa akoye video montage on tense onim se ye ntro ontumi nyama ne ye. No de bebiri mo ani so. It is a 24-hour economy no. A scam fatu team. Aye, nyana me kancho say a scam. Asempa na me kancho no. A scam kese pa. A entro kese pa. Mimi ankama kofi mo akwaba. A entro kakraka pa. Mahama this project we be dealing with the whole Africa say he's doing a project ya ibin sida. Emma Mahama kutia sika kura de ma progress Emma muko project sa video about that city and the bechire Ghana for unim sa meboa ene ne ehwe ya research answer na ye ba o enye da bia na ebedi atemo dabi nye da bia na ebedi atem edu ba bia na we try to let you follow issues things properties entro 24-hour economy entro because we didn't throw na chire na che but enye so person betie no kore na you become a victim to John Mahama mind games. Mahama be promise of Hope City no one fancy ho or send Pierre sika de ma progress mu develop 3D videos to convince Ghanaians to say Mahama is coming to do this thing for Ghanaians. A video with her.
You to uncover mega build. Today, we dive into the ambitious yet unrealized dreams of Ghana's Hope City project. We will uncover why this $10 billion IT hub, envisioned to transform Ghana into a global tech leader, never saw the light of day. Stay tuned as we explore the highs, the lows, and the lessons learned from this monumental undertaking, along with the notable failed projects like the Sekeleme Affordable Housing and the Ghana National Cathedral. Before we dive in, be sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and leave your thoughts in the comment below. In 2013, Ghana's President John Mahama announced the launch of Hope City, a groundbreaking project set to be built near Accra with a tackling $10 billion budget. Hope City promised to house African tourist building at 270 meters, that is 885 feet as at that time, create 50,000 jobs and provide homes to 25,000 people. The project includes plans for 6 towers, an IT university, residential areas, a hospital, and numerous social and sporting amenities. It was said to be a beacon of technological advancement and economic growth. Hope City goal to complete the entire development within 3 years was extraordinarily ambitious. Such a rapid timeline was unrealistic for a project of this magnitude, requiring extensive infrastructure and technological advancement that were not feasible within set time frame. Securing the necessary $10 billion in funding proved to be a significant hurdle. While the project was spearheaded by private sector investment, primarily from a local tech giant, RLG Communication, it wasn't enough. Economic conditions and market realistic further complicated funding efforts, making it difficult to sustain the project's financial needs. Despite initial government support, inconsistency in policy implementation and support mechanisms created uncertainty around the project's feasibility. The lack of a stable framework for large-scale private investment prevented potential investors and slowed progress. Other African nations were also launching their own tech hubs. Kenya's Konza Technology City, dubbed African Silicon Savannah, aimed to create over 200,000 jobs by 2030 at the cost of $14.5 billion. This competition for investment and attention further diluted the focus and resources that could have been directed towards Hope City. Hope City's ambitious plan to develop the largest assembly point in the world and create IT applications from scratch faced significant technological and logistical challenges. The local tech infrastructure was not ready to support such a massive undertaking, and there was a shortage of skilled labor and expertise needed for the project execution. Although the project had a grand vision, it lacked a detailed, phased implementation plan. The absence of a robust long-term strategy made it difficult to adapt and sustain momentum as a challenge arose. This lack of planning was a significant factor in the project's failure. Additional example of failed and incomplete projects in Ghana. The Sekeleme Affordable Housing Project, initiated in 2012, aimed to provide 5,000 housing units to address Ghana's housing deficit. Despite an initial investment of $200 million, the project faced multiple setbacks, including funding mismanagement, legal battles, and construction delays. As of 2024, the project remains incomplete, with many housing units left unfinished and some inhabitable. Launched in 20...
Mahama no ni promises. And don't stay there and don't allow yourself to be deceived by this man. Obwa, omunisika, hey, no be kan asem na, there is no detailed plan. Eye kan na mamo munsemu maun. Kana community women emmara mebo munsemu maun. That is what the man does. Obwa. E man na ada okura, you ani. Obwa, obere na wa 24-hour economy. The 24-hour economy, me I was getting asem. A company announce a debate. Abusian for Yaya Jumako ya name. Mame famunsi ha na me phone license on tum. Now one so free echle wadren. Midin any Mr. Mafwe ha RAZ Media GH on YouTube. More live on so Kennedy Japan Jr. on Facebook. Message will say, Bomadana like video, mame, na share mame. Na mi gusunso kamfo Gap Media Vlog, ewo YouTube, edi amount. Say, when a chia kwa ina ko support no, opo juma ye pa, na ko subscribe to his channel. Sa aso na me kamfo Kakari TV on YouTube, Kakari TV on YouTube, another powerful platform. Sa aso na me sen kamfo SKB TV1 on Facebook. Yeah, yemia SKB TV. Yes. Oh, Facebook. I have an SKB TV1. Oh, Facebook. And I have friend of Kakari TV on YouTube. Meso say when a chia kwai na ko support no so on any and sour show. Yeah, abusia na be phone lines na tum. Osu to me frɛ na wakyerɛ wadwen afa nsɛm a yɛde abejamu enei ɛho. Die unim die opese wo nkyerɛ. Die opese wo nkama Ghana fo nte. Your point of view. When them yard you go to me from catch them some from an own yard and watch them the entire name yard. Sanso be to me afre. Now one casan so waka the Osu name a Mahama home about fake promises and what them call undermining Ghanaians mentality. Mimia Dollar Man said it is only in politics where politicians think about the next election, not the next generation. When they come to power, Ofui and Disifo. Cool. Mimia and Kamakofin say Mahama knows so gullible Ghanaians believes in his lies. Mimia Nana Adunsia Memwakwaba Yepa. Or say, good evening, Mr. Mafu. You're welcome, bro. And I mean, you can Kojokwachi said, now, Sammy, or say, well, now, Sammy and all the vibrant youth has abandoned the communication. Too bad though. I mean, yeah, you name what is actually going on in our party because we don't understand. The communication is very low, brah. Yeah. Na me fa so achia atifu amobile dollar man me chiao. Me Evans Jaben me chiao. Sami Jasi won so me chiao. Me maame akua afro me chiao ye pa. Nancy Grant me chiao. Kakari TV me chiao ye pa. Franco fi me chiao. Mike Face Off me chiao ye pa. Ena Jennifer Adu me chiao nso ye pa. Me maame Miss B me chiao pa. George Frimpong me chiao. Me maame Dana Pia me chiao ye pa. Oskani papa bi oskani kojo kwache me chiao ye pa. Maame akua nya akọ me chiao. Me wi ba Vivian Kuma me chiao. Me wi Sapon Kofi me chiao. Charles Osei Brefo me chiao. Asare Alex me chiao ye pa. Francis Walker me chiao. Yeah, I think say I'm greeting everyone. And I'm Mama Deborah Che me chiao nso ye pa. I kama Kofi me wi me chiao ye pa. Busia phone lines no ye bia tum. Utume frɛ na wachre wadwen. Meanwhile no umentie abronye on the mic.
Mahama claims that he will inject $10 billion into infrastructure and use that to create jobs. He said this in a knee-jerk reaction to Akufo-Addo's $100 billion CARES program to help Ghana's economy recover from the COVID-19 pandemic. It appears Mr. Mahama is very fond of the figure 10 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, you must dismiss this as a total pipe down for 3 reasons. First of all, in 2013, working with his very good friend Roland Agambri, amidst the great fanfare, amidst the brass band, accompanied by an international superstar, candidate Mahama went to cut salt for the $10 billion Hope City project here in Greater Accra. He promised thousands of jobs in the process of constructing multiple skyscrapers, comprising businesses, shopping malls, and residential facilities. Not knowing they had not even acquired the land for the project. Secondly, when candidate Mahama says he's going to build projects, the Ghanaian people should be extremely careful and should be worried because of the inflated cost of these projects. He is not interested in the outcome and the impact of the project on the lives of the people. He is not interested in the value for money. So when candidate Mahama says he's going to invest $10 billion in infrastructure, Ghanaians must treat it not as a promise, but as a threat. Not as an infrastructural solution, but a financial scandal. It must not draw you towards him. Rather, you must run away, borrow his legs, and run away with it. Thirdly, candidate Mahama says that his $10 billion pipe dream will create 1 million jobs. Mahama does not care about creating jobs for young people. In November 2016, candidate Mahama told unemployed graduates who were disillusioned, dispirited, and disenchanted that he is not a magician to put money in people's pocket. His former private sector development minister, the Honorable Rashid Pelpo, said that young people should go into the forest and collect stones and come and sell by the roadside. That is another form of job creation. They should also cut grass and come and sell. This was Mahama's job creation strategy.
Yes, for the Yatiano, I am so called my Mike Freya, but I think that was saying you're busy, so he was not able to pick my call back. Madam Munina say, and I'm over Busian for. Why are there pa modos pa? I Munkoso and I'm say ya. Na Juma dear no into me and I so. Madam Munina says Munya Quenya, Munya Botre, Munyan to Wasia, Munya Bre, Edemame. Na mitumi di show yi ebremo. Mekramo na ochna at the same time of today. Yasan yeshia. Midin ene Mr. Mafo ha. RAZ Media GH. Unsubscribe ya maso se subscribe. Na beka busuan kuo no ho. Se de be ba live fo a obenya nkai bo se yaba. I like video no so mame. Na yankopon pa ochna ye besan ehia. Until we meet again abusuan fo. Adios.